Weather is brought to you by JobFair.works. Looking for your next career? Then visit South Dakota's largest job fair site, JobFair.works. That's JobFair.works.
This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Athletics are brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Zander Auto Parts, Bank West, All Around Graphics, Weatherall Roofing, Faith Lutheran Church, and Billion Financial.
Jost trying to get one forward for Davis. Davis in the shot, and that one goes through. How about that for offense? Avery Davis scores, and it's 1-0 for Pierre.
And also brought to you by the Clubhouse Inn and Suites, Birding Electric, Slumberland Furniture, Kruger Contracting, B&B Equipment, Bridget M Photography, Edward Jones Financial, Dakota Sprinkler, and Sioux Nation.
Empty backfield again. Keenels right up the middle on the design run. All the way through. Keenels 25, 20, 50, 10, 5. Touchdown, 50-yard run for Keenels. 2 minutes to go, and the Governor strikes first here this evening.
Your Governor Athletics is also brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, Gales Gas, Service Master, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Purist Foods, Kathy Sunshine Properties, All Pro Towing, and Pure Dental Clinic.
Cross comes in, a shot to goal scored right over to Ryland Derry. What a pass from Cole Peterson, and Ryland Derry is there just to get the foot on it and redirect it into the goal, and the Govs lead it.
Governor's Athletics is also brought to you by Olson Plumbing, Lamb Motor, Midwest Cooperative, May Adam Law Firm, Oahe Federal Credit Union, the Association of Weed and Pest, and Fisher Rounds.
So the Governors, for the fourth straight year, are the Class 11 AA state champions. They beat the Brookings Bobcats 38-6 here in the Dakota Dome.
Here, Governor Athletics is also brought to you by Shane's Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, Wagner Auto, First United Methodist Church, East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And now, with the call of today's game, here's award-winning KCCR Sports Director, John Winkler.
And from a windy and dreary day here in Mitchell, we welcome you as the Pierre Governor soccer team will take on the Mitchell Colonels in a boys and girls soccer doubleheader. John Winkler here on this Thursday evening, as it will be a windy evening and it will be a rather cool evening and potentially for some rain falling throughout the majority of the night. But we are here at Mitchell at Joe Quintal Field, and we have turf field, so we're not in any danger other than any lightning that might hit. But that would be the only thing that could potentially damper this night for the Pierre Governors taking on the Mitchell Colonels. It will be a windy night. You can hear the wind already in the press box as well. That's telling you it's blowing from the top of your radio dial to the bottom of your radio dial across the field. So it is going across, but it could potentially hinder some play, but it won't be much of an advantage for either team. The Mitchell Colonels are looking for their first win of the season. They're also looking for that first goal of the season. They've been shut out in all three contests so far. The Pierre Governors, they are 0-1-1 in their last two games. They lost 7-0 Aberdeen Central and then tied on Tuesday against the Watertown Arrows 3-3. That offense will look to continue to get moving. That defense will look to keep playing well, trying to get back to playing well again, as the Governors are going to be looking to continue to hold Mitchell down to no goals on the season. We'll have the girls' game after the boys' game. The boys' game scheduled to kick off at 4 o'clock, so we're about 14 minutes away from kickoff right now. We will step aside for 3 minutes, come back with more of the pregame show. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent with BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
All Pro Towing and Repair offers 24/7 light, medium, and heavy towing, jump starts, lockouts, roadside assistance, and recovery. The All Pro Towing and Repair team of professionals offers prompt, courteous, and top-notch services to Central South Dakota. If you find yourself in need of a tow, jump, or lockout, contact All Pro Towing and Repair, 605-669-2075. That's 605-669-2075.
Pictures are memories we want to last forever. For those special times, call Bridget M. Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, children, seniors, and even your pets. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit their studio in Pierre or look over their website at bridgetmphoto.com. Pictures and memories that will last forever. From Bridget M. Photography in Pierre.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of area athletes and their fans. Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows it takes hard work to achieve success in sports and the support of great people. That's why Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre is the place for all of your feed, seed, animal health, and grilling needs. They work hard for their community and are thankful for the support of their great customers. Visit Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, 504 Deadwood Street. Sioux Nation supports area athletes.
As we welcome you back here to Joe Quintal Field as we are getting set for kickoff between the Pierre Governor boys and Mitchell Colonels. The girls will play second, and we'll have both of them for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Mitchell Colonels are coming in having not won a game quite yet this season. They are 0-3, and the last time they played was back on August 21st, as it was a 4-0 loss to Sturgis. The Governors beat Sturgis 7-2 earlier back on August 26th. It was Sturgis winning 4-0 over Mitchell. They lost to Harrisburg 3-0, Spearfish 6-0, and Sturgis 4-0. So those are the only three games so far for the Mitchell Colonels, while on the other side, the Pierre Governors are halfway through their season. They have 7 games left, including tonight, and they will then be playing mostly at home, with 4 of the last 6 at home and at the Pilkin. We'll have all 4 of those home games for you on a KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This will be the last time that we cover the Governors on the road until potential playoff implications, where we could cover them if they have to travel somewhere. And right now, where the Governor boys are sitting at, they would be on the road. They were sitting around the 9th place spot, and this is a game where seed point wise, yes, right now not going to help you out too much, but it can hurt you a lot if you don't get the win against this Mitchell Colonel team and allow them to win for the first time. And so the Governors are looking to pick up a win and keep those seed points where they're at. You can see, if you're watching on YouTube right now, I got the camera sitting still. I'm not touching it, and the wind is blowing that around and moving it. That's the wind could be a factor. May not be in favor of either team because of the way the wind is blowing in to the press box. So it's blowing across the field, so that one probably won't be a factor for either side. However, if you're on that far side of the field from the radio dial or also on the screen that kicking it towards the near side, may not have as much strength to it, and also if you're kicking for the far side, you got to put a little bit more extra muster to it. On the same token, we're back to a turf field just like we were on Saturday, so the ball will move a little bit more than what it did on Tuesday when we were at the Pilk Fields. However, they just played on a turf field against Aberdeen on Saturday, so they know what that feels like and get right back to it here on Thursday against this Mitchell Colonel team, so not even a week apart. The Governors, again, they've scored 23 goals now through 6 games. They're 3-2-1, 23 goals, and they last game had a tie against the Watertown Arrows. They tied them 3-3 with goals back-to-back and a couple of minutes apart, and then late in the second half to make sure that they got the tie against the Watertown Arrows, who are also winless on the season, or who were winless after that, still winless after that game, but they did pick up their second tie. The Governors are looking not to have the same thing happen again. They want a win here. Mitchell Colonels are looking for a tie or a win to get that confidence rolling. They're 0-3 right now, but the Governors are looking to keep them in that spot. You don't want to give up any seed points that potentially could go against you and hurt you down the stretch if you're sitting at the number 9 or 10 spot. A loss here today could be the reason why you're and go back and be the reason why you're not hosting a playoff game where you could be the 8 seed, 7 seed, something like that. This is a game where you want to win to get all the seed points that you could possibly get. Don't want to let these slip away. Kind of feel that way against that Watertown team that you felt the rest of those seed points slipped away. You didn't lose, but you didn't get the full seed points with a win. And you don't want that to happen here this afternoon. We will step aside for another 3 minutes. Come back, we'll tell you about the rest of the league, the rest of the AA in action here today. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
When a disaster damages your home or business, you need immediate support from experts you can count on. ServiceMaster is there for your burst and leaking pipes, basement flooding, drying and dehumidification, roof leaks and failures, carpet and upholstery. We know your situation is unique. That's why we give every type of damage in every building the individual attention of certified experts who have the real-world experience to come up with the best solution. No type of damage is too big or too small for us to handle. We're standing by 24/7. Call ServiceMaster 844-902-2938.
As we welcome you back here to Joe Quintal Field as we are getting set for Pierre and Mitchell as we go through the rest of the games here today, and there is almost exclusively just AA soccer. There is one A game, but for AA, Sturgis is hosting Rapid City Central here this evening at Whittle Field. Brandon Valley will be hosting Brookings. Harrisburg and Watertown playing at Harrisburg. And it also will be Sioux Falls, Washington playing. They will be the home team against Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, but that's in Yankton Trail Park in Sioux Falls. And O'Gorman is hosting Yankton this evening. So those are the matchups besides the Pierre and Mitchell. We will step aside for 3 minutes, come back with Kickoff. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring help you update your home or office with the latest fashion trends. With over 30 years of experience, we can help you find the right flooring or window treatments for your needs. Stop down to 414 East Sioux Avenue or call for an appointment at 224-9297 for your free consultation and estimate. Go Govs!
As you give the lawn one final pass, enjoy that crisp fall air on your moist, furrowed brow before you throw yourself onto a monstrous pile of leaves and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Shriek for floor-rattling spikes, whoop at game-saving stops, and gasp in awe at high-flying stunts. Let them hear you from the cheap seats. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back here to Joe Quintal Field as we are just about set for soccer here this afternoon. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. John Wickler alongside Chris Derry. As Chris, this is going to be a game where, you know, it's the rain will fall throughout or it might stop, but either way it's a turf field, so there shouldn't be maybe a little bit slicker, but there shouldn't be too much of any kind of bad field conditions with being a turf field.
No, this was beautiful thing about field turf. The weather like this doesn't bother it a whole lot. The one thing it will do, though, if I'm a striker, Ryland, Cole, whoever's attacking, this is their surface. This is the opportunity for them because you got to be sure-footed on the surface because it is nice, but it will get slick. And as it gets slick, if you're a striker, you know what moves you're making. The defender doesn't. So, as a coach, I'm telling my kids, hey, take them on. Give them a little something to make them off balance, and as soon as you get them off balance, explode and see what you can get done.
And we were talking about it too that this Mitchell team has not scored a goal. They're 0-3 so far. So after a tie Tuesday against Watertown for the Pierre Governors, you talk about getting on a team early and keeping them down. That's kind of what you want to do as a Pierre Governors.
Yeah, we didn't get the result we needed on Tuesday, and we can't afford to not get one here. This is a game where we need to take advantage of a team who's down on their luck and not give them any sign of life. And if we start giving them attack and stuff like that, give them a little sign of life. Winless teams like this are dangerous because you tend to overlook them at times, and you shouldn't. And when you do that, if they got a person on the team that can score, which they do, they're going to be dangerous. And, luckily the best part of their team is in goal back there. Their keeper is a outstanding keeper, and you're going to have to work to get the ball past him.
So the Governors, Mitchell Colonels set for kickoff just a couple minutes after 4 o'clock. The Mitchell Colonels will have the first possession, as it'll be Jackson Deacons to start us off, as the Colonels will go from right to left. The Governors will go from left to right. We are underway, and Mitchell will quickly put one all the way downfield and will go out of play. They're trying to get maybe the Governors' defense sleeping right away, but it does go out of play, so a quick throw in.
Yeah, and that's where the wind, slick surface, we know the ball is going to skip on this surface, and on top of that, the wind. You're going to want to see a lot of balls on the ground, keep them under control.
So another throw now is going to be for Mitchell. Cooper Bates will throw it in. That one's headed by Peter Tomte of the Governors, as they will try and get out of their defending third towards the edge of the box, but cleared away by the Governors, and trying to go to work is Ryland Derry on a long clear, trying to win the race to it, but it is the Colonels that will get to it first. So it'll roll all the way towards the sideline and at the far sideline. The Colonels and try to open up space early on. It'll be a throw now here for the Governors. And then
I apologize. That little gap right there in front of their defense, that's where Ryland needs to sit and focus on. Get in that gap and let Cole run off the wings in there and just find a spot. But we're already seeing Mitchell. They got a guy who's kind of shadowing Ryland wherever he goes, and I think we're going to see more of that as games go on for the year.
As the Governors will have another throw from their attacking third, they'll get it out towards midfield. And a cross pass here over to Kane Thompson. He'll track it down. And the ball's going to move a little bit quicker than it did on Thursday. Not a whole lot quicker than what it did on Thursday, but for that turf field, it moves just a little bit faster. And the Governors will reverse field again, but will be taken over by Mitchell. And now they're looking to attack as they get to the edge of the attacking third. A cross coming into the box. It'll roll to the side and grabbed by Carson Ahart. So no threat from the Colonels, but a good look to open up the game for the Colonels.
Yeah, that's where our first touch. Devon's got to have a better first touch than that. There's no reason to give that ball, your first touch, have a 6-yard touch. That gives an opportunity for them, and luckily, Mitchell didn't have anything for us.
As Kane Thompson at the edge of the Governor box out towards Peter Tomte. He'll pass it back to Jeremy Carnegie. And then over on the left side, on the far side of the field, the Governors will look to make a quick pass at midfield. Pass now for Ryland Derry. And Derry will have the far side of the field. He'll hesitate, and then it went maybe off of a Colonel player, and it'll roll for a throw. And actually, it went off of Derry last, so it'll be a throw now here for the Colonels.
Yeah, Ryland was trying to do a little hesitation there, and the ball just got away from him. And he's a 1v1 over there. He's got to do better with that, and pay attention that Cole's running the middle channel there and get the ball over to him.
Tomte will pass it back. Jeremy Carnegie will throw to the near side for Kane Thompson, and Thompson across. A touch from Cole Peterson over now to Erschman. Trying to pass it back to Tomte, but that one went out of play from Mitchell. They were able to clear it, so it'll be a throw now here for Thompson again.
Nathan's got to have a better, again, all these boys, this is an opportunity to clean up your game a little bit. Don't pass into pressure and keep moving the ball and find that open space.
So here's Jackson Deacons for the Colonels, 2 against 1. He's going to lose the ball, but it went back to a Colonel teammate, where they're able to try and start something moving forward again, but it was intercepted by Devin Flottmeyer. Over on the far side, here's a run, but it will roll out of play, as it'll be a throw here for the Colonels. 3.5 gone by here in the first half. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. No shots from either side quite yet. No real attack from either opportunity for either team, as there'll be another throw for the Colonels near midfield on the far side.
Yeah, you're seeing the true definition of two teams feeling each other out. Mitchell's trying to get a little pace, a little rhythm going, and Pierre's trying to maybe figure out a way to get forward to let their goal scorers get free.
Jeremy Carnegie will pick up a foul as he ran over one of the Mitchell players. Our first whistle and our first stat of any kind, and it will go against the Pierre Governors. And so now a free kick from just outside, inside the circle on the attacking side, as it will be taken by Brennan Rose. Rose into the box to the side, and it'll be in the near side where we'll go out of play, and it'll be a goal kick now here for the Governors. So Carson Aharts will take the goal kick with 4.5 gone by here in the first half. No score, no shots from either side. That one free kick is all we've really had in terms of stoppages, other than the throw-ins. But as the Governors at midfield, Blanchett, a pass goes back to Tomty, and then it was turned over. And now back towards the edge of the attacking third for the Colonels, and then cleared away again by the Governors.
Yeah, we need to bring the ball down here and just get a little bit of control, get a little possession, and connect 2, 3, 4 passes and see what we can do.
Ershman a pass. That one is intercepted. Goes back out. Jeremy Carnegie will play it. And here is Carnegie at midfield for Blanchett. Blanchett will get across in a long run. And the Governors with a shot and a save is made. Looked like it was a harmless shot, but it was labeled to go in, and a save is made. So the first shot from either side is a save for Mitchell.
Yeah, it was a good ball across the field. Casey made a nice run. Would like to have seen him laid that ball off to about the PK mark, top of the 18, and let Cole and Ryland see what they could do with it. But nevertheless, it's a shot on goal. Let's see if it leads to another one.
As Carson Aharts will turn it over. There's a shot, and it will be saved by Aharts, but it will go out of play, and it will be a corner up here for Mitchell.
And those are the kind of mistakes we got to get rid of. We saw some of those hurt us against Watertown, and we can't afford to have those here. Carson can do it, and I'm sure as the game goes on, he'll get that cleaned up.
So here from the far side, the corner comes in, and it will go outside the box. No one there for Mitchell, although the last man that was back, Austin Hahn, will come in to play it, and then will push it out of play when it will be a goal kick for the Governors.
Now here's our thing. Look at how far Mitchell has pushed up here. We need to expand our width, and Cole and Ryland, one of them needs to push up on this and really stretch them out and find those gaps that we can run into.
The pass from the goal kick to the far side. It came to the near side. Now Ryland Derry in the middle of the field looking to get towards midfield. Pass for Morris, and Caden Morris will go back to the far side and lobbed up but headed down by the Colonels back at midfield. And two players will battle for it. Cole Peterson will take it. He's got control of it. And now Pearson will look to get a run. He'll knock a defender over. He's still got possession. His pass goes back, and a shot from Derry will go wide. And it did not go off of any of the Crows. Might have been touched before it got to Derry, and then the shot went wide.
Yeah, that was just an absolute mishit. And I know Ryland can do better than that. And great job on Cole to pick up his head. Ryland, him communicating. That's something we did not see in Watertown. So there's already one adjustment from the Watertown game, which is nice to see.
So 7.5 gone by here. 32-30 left to go in the first half. There's a foul that's going to be committed by Peter Tomty, and with a little bit of a push in the back. And it'll be a free kick here for Mitchell. No score between Pierre and Mitchell in the first half. Just 2 shots for Pierre. 1 shot for Mitchell. 1 on target for each team. And a save made by both goalkeepers. As the Colonels push it over far side, headed to the top of the box. It's in. A shot that is offline. Carson Aharts is able to grab onto it to be able to grab it, and maybe he can, with a drop kick, to get it farther down the field. And that's exactly what he does. And it's going to take one, almost took a hop, but he was played by the Colonels. And then off of Peterson, back for Morris. And Morris will skip pass to Ershman and back for Thompson. Up for Derry, just a little bit over the top of his head, or will roll out of play for another throw for the Colonels.
Yeah, and good idea. I mean, Nathan played the way he was facing. Thompson just needs to deliver a little better ball. And, you're already seeing the skip off of that surface, how it's every touch is a little bit off right now because it's skipping into them instead of holding up like they're used to on the grass last Tuesday.
31 minutes to go here in the first half, so nearly 9 minutes gone by. Carnegie with a pass at midfield. Trying to get one free for Derry, but it is played by the Colonels. And then off of a Colonel player from Morris. Morris will race back after it. Carnegie will take over. He'll get around 2 defenders. Now at midfield, Carnegie will continue to move. A pass up for Ershman, but it went off of a Colonel player, then cleared away by the Colonels, where Tomty will roll it all the way back to Carson Neyhart's, where he will touch it, and a pass to the far side. One hop, knocked down by Browers, and now a pass goes back and played here for the Governors to midfield. Derry trying to get one free for Peterson, and they'll roll out a play off of Mitchell, so a throw now here for the Governors.
Already seeing a little bit better connectivity with the boys. Against Watertown there, too many times we saw one pass lose it, 1-2 pass lose it, and I've already seen several times here where we've had 2 or 3, 4 passes, which is a lot better to see. So hopefully that's a sign of good things that come and we can build on throughout the game.
The Governors have possession here at midfield. Kane Thompson, his pass, that one will be right to a Colonel player, and it will be cleared away with a little bit of backspin. A couple of players will tumble. Jeremy Carnegie got a piece of it, and then we're going to have a foul called on Carnegie. So it'll be a free kick here now for the Colonels, but able to get the defense now all the way back.
Yeah, it's Jeremy had to come in and 50-50 ball. Obviously the referee didn't like something there, so gives a foul. But now let's get all the numbers behind the ball, get matched up, get marked up on who we need to, and clear this out.
Brennan Rose with the shot, and it will roll, or it will find the hands of Carson Aharts. So it needs a save there from Carson Aharts on the second Mitchell shot. He's now got 2 saves. And they quickly go back down the field. Cole Peterson lays it in, now back, and offside is called here from the near side assistant referee. 29 minutes to play. Governors had a good run, but that's probably why they had a good run. They're offside.
Well, Cole just took that extra touch as Rylands make that run. That's, you just need to get that ball off his foot just a touch quicker instead of taking that extra touch, and it was set up. You saw Stephen Blatchett coming down the middle. Ryland took the defense out of the middle. Stephen filled it in, and that's exactly what you want to see in an attack. 2-3 people involved in it that gives us a scoring opportunity.
They'll roll back for Flottmeyer to pass it back to Aharts in net. He'll control, and then out towards the middle of the field at midfield off the chest of Derry, but the spin took it right to the Mitchell Colonels. Then played back for Carnegie, who will spin it for Tomty. And Peter, his pass goes up and misses either Blanchett or Derry. Whoever he was trying to pass it to went right between both of them. And now Tomty will get the ball back, and now his pass goes off the back foot of Derry, but still played by Blanchett, and then down the field it goes, and it'll roll to the top of the box where it'll be taken here for the Colonels.
And that's what we saw on Tuesday in Watertown. We just, no reason for it. Let's just control the ball and work it up like we have so far this game.
This one's lobbed here to the top of the box. Coming in, Flottmeyer. He'll get the defender off of his back where he's going to clear it, and it will be a throw. It went right at the corner flag, but it went out of play on the right side for the Governors to be just a throw and not a corner kick.
And that's important. We don't need to give up corner kicks on those. Let's keep it a throw-in, keep it simple, keep it in front of us.
So the throw from the near side corner throws into the box, headed by 2 different Governors, and then a cross attempt that's outside the box, headed at the edge, and now in for the Colonels. There's a shot that will go wide, and it will be a goal kick upcoming for Aharts. So now the third shot for the Mitchell Colonels. 3-2 in shots in favor of Mitchell. However, there's no score between Pierre and Mitchell. So we have our first sub for the Mitchell Colonels. However, the Governors have the ball, and they will turn it over as the goal kick went off of Blanchett, and it rolled out of play for now a throw for the Colonels. Austin Hahn will take it.
Based on the first touches we've had this first half, I'd say we need to get back into working on some touches here. There's been a lot of bad touches or missed touches, and need to clean those up. We can't give those away that easy.
And now we will have a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be on the Governors, and it's going to be just outside the box. So it will be a free kick. That was close to being in the box. That's the 4th Governor foul here. That's a a step outside the box here on the near side. An opportunity, a big opportunity here for Mitchell.
Yeah, this is a dangerous opportunity here. We need to clear this out right away.
And he goes to the far side, and no danger as it missed all the Mitchell Colonels. And a throw, or a goal kick now here for Carson Neyharts.
Yeah, we got to understand what the referee here, Tim Baltzer, what he's calling out there. I need to make sure we understand, if you're in the back and you put your hands up, he's called it so far 3 for 3. So, need to clean that up, understand what the referee's calling. He's giving you the ideas of what he sees as a foul or not a foul. Adjust to it, and let's get better at it.
Governors back to Carnegie. It's touched, and it's turned over, but it will be stolen back here by Pierre. And now up for Ershman at the sideline, but can't hold it in. And it will be a throw now here for the Colonels.
And good idea by Nathan. He tried to get there, just didn't have enough pace to get there, and he's going to be feeling that for a little bit.
As, another Colonel player fell the top of him. Ershman, he went down, took a knee real quick, but the play was coming right at him, so he got right back up. Here's now Derry trying to lead one forward for Peterson. He'll get in. He gets through. The goalie comes down. He's able to get the toe on it to keep it away. That was as dangerous as it comes for the Governor so far today, and the goalkeeper came out and just got the right toe on it to make that play to keep it away from Peterson.
Yeah, and that's a great job by the keeper. And like I said at the beginning of the game, the best part of their team is going to be their keeper. We need to be ready for him because he is a good keeper, and I guarantee the reason why their scores have been lower than what they probably could have been.
And that one will be out of play, and it will be a throw now here for the Governors, here from the near side, with 24:10 to go here in the first half. We'll have a Governor substitution.
Yeah, Landon Bertram came in for Nathan Ershman.
So Ershman will actually looks like he's going to be looked at by the trainer here from the near side. The benches are on the far side. He just walked off on the near side to make sure that and to get the play back going quickly. As he'll walk with the trainer probably all the way around the field. Turn back over. The Governors turn it over on the throw-in, but they get the ball back, and then a pass from Thompson to Derry misses, and it will go out of play. Another throw here for the Colonels.
Yeah, too many unforced mistakes here that we need to make sure we do what we can to control those because sooner or later one of those is going to turn against us, and we don't need that.
So on the throw here for the Colonels, it'll be played by Mitchell, and a pass goes across, and then laid back and out of play on the far side, rolling out of play. Well, it will have the nice spin to keep it in play, where the Governors will take over. As here's Flottmeyer. His through ball up, and an offside will be nearly called, but they'll allow play to continue. Referee started to put the flag up, but then let it go because Derry had quit chasing after it, and he had no chance to get to it anyway.
Yeah, it's referees don't want to blow the whistle more than they have to, and if they can continue play with no advantage and let them do what they need to do on the field, he's going to let it go every time.
Jackson Deakins, that pass is going to be played back by the Governors. And now the Colonels high on towards the near side. Off the head of one of the Colonel players as he's coming in, Blake Peterson. He lost it to Thompson. Good steal there from Thompson. And now up to Derry with some space. And now he'll put one through, and Cole Peterson's onside, but the goalie came out to play it and played over. Now Peterson is going to be offside, but the shot from Bertram, or the cross from Bertram, got pulled up on the win and ended up going into the chest of the goalkeeper to make the save.
And the boys need to pay attention to that. He's playing very high. So if you can place a ball, you don't want to place it up the middle. You want to place it to the angles, to the corners of the 18 and run onto it, make him make a decision. And then as you see him coming out, can you get it over the top of him or by him?
There's a pass for the Colonels. They're trying to bring it in to the attacking third. It comes in, but Thompson is there. Nearly turns it over, and it will be the referee will allow play to continue. Thompson a full hand of the jersey, and the man fell down, but the referee said play on, and Thompson a pass. That one will be behind Derry, and now the Colonels again have it. And they'll look to get to the attacking third across, and no one is there for Mitchell, and it'll be played easily here by the Governors. Almost looked like it was going to be a free kick here for Flottmeyer. That one misses. Derry is offside, and it will be called by the referee with 21 minutes to play here in the first half.
Yeah, Ryland's trying to push that line as much as he can, and he's angling the run, which is right. He just needs to take another step towards his angle and then cut in. You know, the Mitchell defense, there's a lot of channels. There's a lot of gaps in between them there. And Cole and him, if they can just be a little bit patient and find those channels to get into, and we put a ball, like I said, to the corners of the 18, not down the middle, because look where your keeper's playing out there. You know, you want to make him, he doesn't want to go over to those angles to get the ball. If it's right up the middle, that's right in his wheelhouse.
So on the free kick, off the offside from Mitchell Colonels, comes out towards the top of the box, cleared away by Flottmeyer. Over here on the near side, it'll roll its way out of play, and it'll be a throw for the Colonels at midfield. Zach Fuhrer will take the throw. And a pass off the head of Caleb Hubbard. And now the Colonels from the far side. A pass comes into the box, and Aharts will slide in and make the grab to not have any attack for the Colonels again.
Good distribution there. Now let's just work it up the side. Nice little passes.
As Morris will turn it back over. Again, the Colonels will give it back to the Governors, and Flottmeyer has it. The Governors have stayed fairly patient, just not all the passes have been connecting like they probably would hope for so far this afternoon.
No, they have been patient, and almost to the point of too patient, because too many touches on the ball, whatnot. So we just we need to figure out when to be patient and when to explode and go forward.
Here's Stephen Blanchette with it. He'll pass it for Tomty. His pass now for Ryland Derry. He'll fight off of a forearm and a shot that will go wide as he took it from what would be the 30-yard line in football, and it was straight away, but it did go offline. And just the third shot of the game for the Governors.
Yeah, and that's a wasted opportunity there. You had Blanchette and you had Cole up there. He had space in front of him. That's just frustration. You see strikers do that when they start getting frustrated, and both, he just needs to calm down and work the ball up like we've been talking about.
18:50 left to go here in the first half. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. Boys game playing here first. We'll have the girls game to follow, as it'll be a throw now for the Governors on the far side. A fake throw, and it'll be now for Morris, trying to shield off a defender. Pass goes back and played by Peter. Now for Blanchette. He started to come in, but the Colonels are there again defensively. Break up any chance. Thompson from the near side. His pass back towards the middle of the field, the edge of the attacking third. Thompson tried to touch it right back to Blanchette, but then those two guys were real close to each other. Thompson fell down, and now a pass for the Colonels on the near side, and the attacking third here for Mitchell moving in. And a good play by Peter Tomty to get back. And at the sideline, Tomty is able to keep it from going out of play on the goal line and clear it out of play. So, it's, again, just a throw for the Colonels and not a corner kick.
Great job by Peter. You can't say enough. I mean, those little things like that as a coach, those are something at halftime I'm going to make mention of his effort to get down there, keep it from a corner, block that cross in. He did everything right. Great job, Peter.
On the throw at the corner of the box, it was off of a Colonel player. They get the ball back. And high up as he's going back to the edge of the attacking third now from Mitchell. A couple of players miss, trying to put a head to it. And it goes back for Ryland Derry. He's able to control it off the chest and put one forward for Peterson. The goalie comes out all the way out to the 30-yard line, and he'll put it all the way in, almost to the living room here. And it takes a perfect hop off the bleachers and goes right back down to the field. That's about, outside of being at the Pilk Fields, that's about as close as you'll get from a press box to having that ball come to your living room.
Yeah, it is. And again, right up the middle there, we need to get to those corners.
That one will be coming through from Derry, and it'll roll towards the end of the goal box and played by the goalkeeper. Boy, he came out he was probably almost 20 yards, if not more than 20 yards, outside the box to keep Cole Peterson an opportunity to make the play on it.
Keeper back in my youth days that used to play for Mexico, Jorge Campo made that famous. We used to call it sweeper keeper. He's basically playing a sweeper spot and can play with his feet out there, and he's also in charge of playing keeper. And it's a dangerous game to play, but if you know how to play it, Jorge Campo made it extremely workable for Mexico soccer for years.
As Ryland Derry for the Governors will pass it back, and I mentioned too, and of course, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about soccer, but I do know that hesitation kills you in any sport, and especially in the position that he's playing and how this goalie is continuing to come out for the Colonels. You even have less hesitation. Otherwise, it's going to hurt you, correct?
Correct. I mean, if you're going to be out that far, then you make the decision. The decision's got to be made early, quick, and decisive, and he's so far done that each time.
As the Governors, again, with possession from their own end, the pass goes back to Jeremy Knigge. Here now to the far side where the Governors have it at midfield. A chip for Derry. He'll try to chip it farther along. The roll from the turf will roll all the way out on the goal line, and it'll roll out for a goal kick with 15:25 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, we're just missing that final piece. I mean, we're unfortunately we've given up some opportunities to Mitchell, which you don't want to do. But when we get the ball and we're going forward, that final spot, that final piece, that final pass, or whatever you like to say as a coach or parent or player, that's what they're missing right now.
The Colonels at midfield. Here comes a pass from Hahn across. Cole Peterson got shoved, and it will be a foul now committed from the Mitchell Colonels. So now a free kick from just inside the 40-yard line here at the football field. And an opportunity, the real first opportunity for the Governors to have any kind of a set piece off of a free kick.
Yeah, it's where you want to get your numbers forward. Ryland and Cole need to push as far forward, and then you look for that little underneath where that hole is right there. If you can play a ball back there, that hole is going to be wide open, or a space or gap or whatever you like to call it.
So as Devin Flottmeyer will take the free kick for the Governors to the top of the box, it takes takes over a shot over Cole Peterson and goes out of play for a free kick now for the Colonels again.
Yeah, and we need to, good idea. We just need a better ball up there so we can do something with it. We get it up there. We got a set piece. Let's take advantage of our numbers forward. 14
minutes to play here in the first half. We haven't seen a whole lot of subs for the Governors, and I think one of the things is that both teams have been relatively, don't want to say small ball, but there hasn't been a whole lot of movement as Peterson now will get to the top of the box. He's got a chance with a shot, and he scores! Cole Peterson at the edge of the box. Mitchell was too far back defensively. The goalkeeper couldn't come out, and a pass from Ryland Derry to Cole Peterson, and the Governors take a lead.
And that's the ball you're looking for. It wasn't right up the middle. It was a nice little chip over to the corner there. The goalie was back. Didn't give him a chance to come out, so he had to back up. And as soon as you get a keeper backing up, it's usually done. So great job for Ryland feeding the ball over to Cole, and excellent job for Cole on the one-touch hit, half volley into the back of the net.
So his 11th goal of the season for Cole Peterson. Ryland Derry with another assist. Those two guys have been involved in just about every single goal so far this season, whether they're assisting the other or getting assist to another Pierre Governor. Those two have been involved in the offense. Pretty much all 21 goals this season for the Governors, and they have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I believe if my numbers were right when I was looking at it, looking at the film, I believe all but 4 goals this season they've been involved in. All but 4 goals they've scored between the two of them, and the 4 goals that they didn't score, they were assisting on 3 of those goals.
So 20 of the 21 goals have come off the foot somewhere along the line from Ryland Derry and Cole Peterson.
Yep.
The two have been, in my opinion, and I know my opinion doesn't matter, or maybe in my biased opinion, these two guys have been all-state worthy. How good they've both been playing together. Here's Ryland Derry coming in again. Derry trying to get a chance away, and that will roll to the corner, and it will be saved, the corner of the post, and it was a save made, and another good look there from the Governors, but Mitchell was able to get back defensively.
Yeah, Ryland was trying to get around that corner, and the Mitchell defender was doing just enough to nudge him off balance, which is, as a defender, hey, nothing wrong with that, especially if the referee is back here at midfield and can't see it.
The Governors again, Flottmeyer, a pass to Thompson here on the back line. Up for Thompson, he'll try and touch it forward, but it went a little bit too far away from him, where Thompson now goes back to Jeremy Knigge, and he'll pass it all the way back to Carson Aharts, where he will put it to the far side for Flottmeyer. Just outside the box here for the Governors, they lead 1-0. Goal from Cole Peterson from Ryland Derry. Derry trying to tap it forward for Peterson. As Peterson, then he gets taken down. And that will go out of play, and it will be I think it's just a throw here for the Governors.
I'll tell you what, Miguel's doing a heck of a lot better job than I would have, because I'd have been screaming at the referee on that one.
He's keeping his cool right now as Miguel Manriquez. There's a long shot that a save is made. Might have been going a touch wide, but a long shot and a save made here for Mitchell. 11:35 left to go in the first half.
You know, and there is a philosophy out there, and to be honest, as a coach, I buy into it quite a bit. As a former keeper myself, I always tell my strikers, make the keeper work. Keepers hate to work, and even if it's, not an accurate shot, if you keep making them work all the time, they get tired and frustrated with it, and those are when a lot of keepers will make mistakes.
So as the throw comes in from the Governors, played back by Mitchell, it'll roll out of play here on the near side. Another throw for Pierre again. They lead 1-0 in the first half against the Mitchell Colonels. Mitchell has not scored a goal yet so far this season. That doesn't mean this game is over with it being a 1-0 score. It's just a one-shot difference right now. And for the Governors, you'd like for this to be the final score. If not, obviously you probably want to score a couple more goals. However, you'd like to keep that 0 on the scoreboard for Mitchell.
Yeah, we haven't, in my opinion, we haven't played the best defensive games at all this season. And right now, it'd be a good chance to get a clean sheet, get a few more goals, get some offensive momentum going, because our next game against Harrisburg, is not going to be any easy game. So whatever we can do to clean up things from the last couple games, as a coach, I'm definitely making sure that we're doing that right now.
Ryland Derry at midfield. They'll tap it around one defender. Couldn't quite get it around the second one. Ershman was breaking on the near sideline. And now Ershman will come back and steal the ball away from the Colonels. And back for Peter Tomte. Good play there from Ershman, who was running down the near side and came all the way back. Now here's in for Peterson. And they have the flag up for a offside call, and it will be offside. Now, again, we're off a little bit off to the angle here, and obviously the referee is down in that spot, but it looked like it could have been a clean onside play. However, referee saw it a little bit differently.
What did I say against Watertown? In the opinion of the referee.
That's right. And his opinion is the only one that matters.
Yep, he's got the flag, and the guy in the middle's got the whistle. We just got a microphone up here, so
that's right.
It's their job, and we just got to accept it and figure out a way to make sure that we don't involve them when we're trying to get in the attack.
9:30 left to go here in the first half. The Governors lead 1-0 over the Mitchell Colonels. That one will come all the way in the box and knocked down and grabbed by Carson Aharts, as he'll settle things down a little bit here for the Governors. The kick all the way across midfield. It'll be over the top of all the defenders, bouncing over and played back by the Mitchell goalkeeper, and he'll work it here to the near side.
And that's something Ryland and Cole need to pay attention to next time. Carson puts a ball up like that, pay attention how those defenders didn't want to take it out of the air and just run in behind him and see if you can get a ball behind him.
Pass from Kane Thompson for Derry. That's intercepted by the Colonels, but then Tomte will get it back for the Governors. Back here for Morris at midfield. A pass for Derry. He'll go across to the far side for Jacoby LaRoche, who has checked in. Flotmeyer played back for Carnegie. A lot of space. He'll set up, and a pass over for Peterson. Touched, and now LaRoche trying to get a long run on the far side, and it will be cleared by the Colonels, but it rolls out of play for a corner for the Governors. With 8:20 left to go here in the first half. An opportunity to try and make it 2-0 now here for Pierre.
Yep, and let's see what. Let's put some numbers up there. I always like to put someone in on the goalkeeper, make him have to work around someone. Pierre's choosing not to do that, so let's see if we can crash a goal and put the ball in the 6.
And here comes the cross in. It's off a line on a shot attempt, and I think it went off of the Colonels. That's why it went offline as well. So another corner now from the near side here for the Governors.
Yep, again, take advantage of it. So Nathan Ershman's going to feed it in. You got Ryland on the backside and Jacoby LaRoche. Put the ball in the 6, and let's see what happens.
7:40 left to go here in the first half. That one comes in. Misses Morris, but it comes back towards Morris and then cleared away by Mitchell, and it will be now a throw for the Governors instead.
Good ball by Nathan. We just need to do something with it a little bit better next time.
So here's a throw upcoming from Ershman. It'll be Derry. We're going right back to Ershman, but misses him, and it'll be a throw now here for the Governors again. Or excuse me, for Colonels.
Great idea by Ryland, but another one of those bad touches, missed touches, we like to say.
On the throw, back towards midfield. Thompson is there to play for Ershman at the sideline. Nice touch over for Derry. And his pass will go back towards midfield for Flotmeyer, who's got a lot of space. He'll start a run on the far side. His pass trying to lead it forward for LaRoche. and he's at the side trying to keep it on the goal line, and I believe he does. The referee has not signaled it yet, and then it will go out of play off of LaRoche last, so it'll be a goal kick.
Jacoby did a great job of getting that ball there and then beating that first guy. And as soon as he beats him, he needs to put that ball into the middle there, right PK mark, top of the 6. See what we can do.
6:30 left to go here in the first half. 1-0 lead for the Governors. Jeremy Carnegie steps up at midfield. That one goes over now here for the Governors, and Peterson with a long shot, and another save is made. That shot came about 25 yards on the football field, so again, another long shot, but another save made, and 5 saves already here for Mitchell on 7 shot attempts for the Governors.
Yeah, and Logan's not going to get beat by these long shots like this. So, I like the fact that we're working them, but let's work it in a little closer and then test them out a little closer than a 35-yard shot.
Here's LaRoche again, and that one will be off of Mitchell. So now here's another corner, make it the 4th corner of the first half for the Governors, and they have an opportunity again to try and make it 2-0 with 5:45 left to go in the first half.
Perfect opportunity now. This is our 3rd corner. You want to capitalize on one of these.
And here comes in off of the Governors, and will go out. So it looks like maybe Blanchett was the one that had it, and it will roll out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, just got him on the wrong foot there, and it's unfortunate. And I like the fact that the ball's right there at the 6-yard box, maybe a little bit more driven across the face of it instead of the near post, but hey, we're getting it in there. Let's get another corner and keep working at it.
So here comes the goal kick here with just about 5 minutes to play in the first half. Again, the Governors lead 1-0 over the Mitchell Colonels. Carnegie heads it over for Thompson at midfield over the foot of Tomty. And Peter again will have a chance to get a foot to it. He's able to get it over for Caden Morris. And now a lob into the box, and Peterson just quite couldn't win the race. And you don't see that very often, but it will be out of play. Another throw here for the Governors with 4:35 left to go.
And that's the right ball. You saw how Logan started coming out because he thought it was coming up the middle, and as soon as it went over to the angle, he backed up. And that's the ball you need to get in there and get behind.
Derry with another long shot, and it skips right in front of the goalkeeper to make another save. That one's a tough one to make. It was right on, but it skipped right into him. A short hop, and a save was made.
Yeah, those are, on this surface, those are no fun as a keeper. But, again, I've said it a few times. Logan's a good keeper, and he's going to make those saves if they're coming from distance like that.
Here from the near side, the Colonels are looking to maybe get one more attack in this first half. Still about 4 minutes to play, but it's been on that side of the field. That was a handball going to be called against Mitchell, and a free kick here for Pierre. 3:50 left to go. Mitchell has 3 shots, and really those 3 shots have been early on in this first half. Since then, it's been all Pierre with now 8 shot attempts and 6 saves for Mitchell. All but 2 have been on target. Actually, all but 1 have been on target because they've scored a goal with it. Here's Derry off of Blanchett. His pass. There's 3 guys there, and all 3 of them thought someone else was going to take it. It goes off of Mitchell and out of play. But LaRoche and Peterson, along with Derry, all there, and they all started to move forward, and they all stopped at the same time. But then Mitchell was able to play it out, so Pierre caught a break to still have an opportunity to throw it in. Actually, it's going to be a corner, I believe.
You see my hair right here?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Those kind of lack of communication. Yeah. As a coach, you pull your hair out on those. I mean, there's no reason for that. The 3 of them can, all they have to do is simply say, I got it, or leave, or, mine, or whatever they want to say. But simple communication right there solves that problem.
So it will be a throw in, and now a cross into the box. Ershman trying to get ahead to it, and he got taken down. Incidental contact along with Mitchell, a Colonel player, but it goes out of play. Nice shot now for Pierre, and a dangerous cross there from Derry, and Ershman nearly had an opportunity, but just couldn't quite get the directional header on it.
Yep, good idea. He got a little volley in there, put it in the air, and Nathan just needs to great idea with the header. Just head the ball down into the ground and let it bounce right in front of the keeper at that close. It's dangerous.
2:15 left to go here in the first half. Mitchell getting towards midfield, and we're going to have a foul call. It's going to be against LaRoche, and it'll be now the 5th foul against Pierre, and a free kick for Mitchell as they're nearing midfield as we near halftime with 1:55 left to go. And the Govs lead 1-0 with a goal from Cole Peterson, assisted by Ryland Derry. That came with 13:44 left to go in this first half.
One more goal before halftime would be kind of nice, and hope we get another, one or two more attacks. Let's see if we can get a ball up in there dangerous again.
Here's the Colonels from the far side, or from the near side, looking for a call that they're not going to get, and nearly had an offside play, and then a cross attempt that found its way to the side of the net and out of play. So a goal kick here for Carson Aharts. I was going to say it at some point this season. There's no way I can, especially when you have the same last names, your older brother, and he's been the goalie for a while. I was going to say Cam Aharts at some point instead of Carson Aharts.
Well, and Cam will more than likely be here in a little bit. I mean, he's at practice right now at Dakota Wesleyan, so we could see him before the game's over. Just not in uniform.
Right. That is true. That we're here in Mitchell, so it's a perfect chance to. If I was going to make that mistake, at least I'm making the mistake where he's at right now.
Correct. He is here, just not playing.
Right. As Carson Aharts, that came in the box, he's able to make the grab, and now here's a long kick off of one of the Colonel players, but Blanchette now has it at midfield, the middle of the field, trying to get a through ball for Peterson, but he was shielded off by the defender with 34 seconds left to go, and a roll all the way out of play for a goal kick with half a minute left here in the first half. Governors lead 1-0, and we'll see if the Colonels want to try and make one last ditch effort to try and tie it up here at before halftime, as that one nearly went off of one of the Colonels' hands, played all the way down. We'll take couple hops into the box. Carson Aharts has it with 10 seconds left to go. His big boot out at midfield. Played back by the Colonels. It looks like that should do it for the end of the first half. And the Governors will have a 1-0 lead at the break over the Mitchell Colonels. Peterson with the lone goal. 13:44 left to go in that first half is when Peterson got the goal from Ryland Derry. So we will step aside for 3 minutes with a 1-0 lead for Pierre at halftime in the boys contest. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Confident, professional care, experience, and diverse care for all ages are what you should be looking for in dental care. And that's exactly what you'll receive from Dr. Monty Bechtold and Dr. Murray Thompson at Pierre Dental Clinic. You can expect friendly, caring staff who are concerned about your dental health and offer you complete confidence with routine checkups, early morning appointments, emergency treatment, and the latest in dental technology. Local dental treatment, all at Pierre Dental Clinic. Call 224-5355 or stop by their office at 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar, and we'll throw in an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayfordtoyota.com.
At Purus, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas for plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purus, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purus, born and bred in the USA.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
This is one of the biggest sales of the season, and it's coming to the end. The Slumberland Furniture Labor Day Sale. Slumberland has inventory in stock, so you'll find just what you're looking for. And with these prices, you're going to want to move fast. And in the full-service bedding department, Slumberland is featuring a fantastic Sealy Posturepedic sale with mattresses starting as low as $4.99. Plus, see our selection of adjustable bases. The final week of the Labor Day Sale at Slumberland Furniture. Slumberland Furniture on the truck bypassing Pierre and slumberland.com.
As we welcome you back here to Mitchell, as we are at halftime between the Governors and the Colonels, John Winkler alongside Chris Derry, as it is a 1-0 lead for the Governors here at the break with the goal scored by Cole Peterson. The assist came from Rylan Darius. That came with 13:44 left to go in the first half. Rain is falling right now. We have the window closed. It looks like if you're watching this game, it looks like it's pouring down rain because there's nothing but a lot of if you're watching on YouTube, a bunch of water on the window, but we closed the first window to try and eliminate any rain coming in here. But a first half where the Governors outshot the Colonels 9-3, and it was 6 saves in net for Oler King, and for Carson A. Arts he had to make just one save. But we haven't seen a whole lot of offense from Mitchell and from Pierre. They've been patient with it. They haven't had too many attempts where they've really, you don't see them getting too far ahead of themselves throughout this first half.
Yeah, I mean the attacks we've had haven't been what I would say. All of them have been great attacks. They've been attacks. We get up there, ball too far out in front, and again, as you saw with Logan, he's going to play sweeper keeper like there. Kind of like what I was talking about, the old Mexican national team keeper Jorge. And so anything that's up the middle, he's cleaning up. And we saw success when Cole and Rylan started figuring out, let's go towards the outsides. He's not going to come out there and take care of those. So if the patience has been right as far as we get up to about that 40, 35-yard line going in the attack, about 45, 50 yards away from goal. And then once we get in there, that's where things have broken down for us. Ball too far, kicked it out of bounds, just that last pass, or that last touch or whatever we need. So we clean up that last little bit. We're doing everything right to get up there, and then as soon as we get up there, that last part's been missing. So we clean that up. We'll see some more goals come in this half.
And the Governors, again, they lead 1-0. It has not been a goal scored so far for Mitchell now in 3.5 games, and you're hoping to continue that trend. You hope that it goes all the way through 4 games. Nothing against Mitchell, but you just want Pierre to be able to keep them down. You don't want a team to feel good about themselves, whether it's a tie or whether you end up losing the game or anything like that. You want to keep doing what everybody else has done in front of you, and that's shut out this team. And so far they haven't really been tested. There's been a couple of times it's been a little bit more dangerous for Mitchell, but nothing that's really tested this Pierre defense so far in this game.
Yeah, and you're right. You want to continue the trend that Mitchell's been on, but at the same token, you need to fix some things. And this is the kind of game where you can fix some things. I said it last game. The games we should win, we need to win. If we're going to host that home playoff game, which is what these boys want, this coaching staff wants, and I guarantee you what the parents want.
Right.
If you want that and you want a chance at that, then these are the games you got to win. And to win these games, you got to be clean in the attack, or as clean as you can be. It was an anomaly in Sturgis where we, 70% of the time we put a ball in the net on our shots. That's not normal. Right. But if we could get down there and 50% of the times we're making the keeper make either a goal or the keeper makes a heck of a save to keep it out, that's what you want, because as you make the keeper make more of those saves, he starts getting tired, gets frustrated, makes mistakes. And that's what we need. We're getting the ball up there. Let's finish it off by putting a good ball on frame.
The Governors and Colonels, it's a 1-0 game and a lead for Pierre with a goal from Cole Peterson. We will step aside for 3 minutes and come back with the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish the Pierre Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork, and provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First United Methodist Church.
When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wegner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wegner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WegnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WegnerAuto.com or stop by Wegner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
As we welcome you back, as we are getting set for the second half, the Governors will go now from right to left. The Mitchell Colonels from left to right. John Wickler alongside Chris Derry. The rain still maybe falling a little bit. Some of the umbrellas went down, some of the umbrellas staying up, and hopefully we can get through the rest of these games. And again, the rain really won't matter too much unless we get any kind of lightning. If there's any lightning, that's when it'll matter to us. Otherwise, the rain's only going to just be annoying to us. Not really anything affecting, won't affect the game. It'll just be, we just don't want any lightning going on. So the Governors will get to be able a chance to start this second half. They lead at 1-0 with a goal from Cole Peterson, assisted by Ryland Derry. 9 shots to 3 in favor of the Governors. We are underway here to open up the second half, as the Governors will have that first possession, and it will be played up to the far side, where Pierre has it. And a pass for Peter Thompson just over the top of his foot. And the Mitchell Colonels, again with possession. A couple of players will bump into each other. Jeremy Carnegie will win that battle and pass it back for Carson Aharts. Carnegie won't lose a whole lot of those battles. He's a pretty big boy back there.
Yeah, he is. He'll handle himself and keep his position. Sometimes he gets a little handsy. And, that's a great ball.
As Ryland Derry brings it in for Cole Peterson, the wind might have held it up just enough where Peterson was unable to get over to it. And now Derry still has possession. He'll cross to the far side over for Ershman. His header for Peterson right onto his foot. Now Peterson will get to the edge of the box. His cross coming in, cleared by Mitchell, right back to Peterson. And he'll play it back out. Here's Morris. Morris, his pass, that one's blocked by the Colonels, and now back trying to go the other way. Morris will steal it right back. Goes off of his shin guard and out to the top of the box. Morris played back again to Morris. And
Morris seems to be involved right now.
As now the Governors, it'll be played back in, and now here's Ershman. Here's Morris again. And now here to the near side for Flottmeyer. If Morris was hoping to touch the ball a lot more the second half, I think he's got that wish. As it's now Ershman. His pass for Peterson. In that cross, that one just got blocked up And back out of the attacking third, Peterson, slide tackle from the Mitchell Colonels. Peterson thankfully will get back up and not really limping around. That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, it could have been, and that's one of those slide tackles as a referee. You know, you're following the ball away and you don't see that tackle, and you look back at it and you're going, did I miss something there?
So now the Governors, Derry, he will be able to play that one. The Mitchell Colonel that fell over stepped in front of Derry, and now the advantage may be given to the Governors. Casey Brewers played back. Might have gone off we'll say that's gone off the bicep of Peter Tomte. And now Nathan Ershman again here for the Governors.
Yeah, it's you can see the change here. We're putting pressure up front. Look at the numbers we have going forward right now, and that if we can take advantage of it, that's a good thing for us. But the one thing we don't want to do is get caught on a counterattack right now.
So it'll be a throw here for the Governors right at the corner, but it is, again, a throw here for Pierre from the far side as we've played over 2.5 here in the second half. Derry will take the inbound throw over for Peterson, try to head it towards the goal, had an opportunity for a second header that just missed Casey Brewers, and back for Carnegie to put a touch over for Flottmeyer. And Flottmeyer will take a long shot that will go well wide, and the wind brought it back to the near side, so no real chance there from Pierre.
Yeah, no, and again, 40 yards out, we just I like the fact that we're wanting to be aggressive. Let's just be aggressive in a smart way.
So Oler King now with the free kick out towards midfield. Takes the hop. Morris watching go past him. The Colonels back Morris. Peter Tomte a pass now for Flottmeyer. Touches it over for Morris. And for Brewers, his pass just missing Aharts. And now here's Mitchell again at midfield. Over Kane Thompson will chase after it. Now Thompson will with the run towards midfield. Touches for Derry, try to lead along for Aharts, and it was cleared by Mitchell, and it will roll out for a throw from the edge of the defending third here for Pierre.
Yeah, it was a nice little creative idea from Ryland. He was trying to give a little heel redirection as Cole was making that outside run, and Ryland took a look at him, tried to get it there. It was just off a little bit, but hey, that's a good idea. They're looking for each other, and that usually spells good things for us when that happens.
Here's a pass in off the head of one of the Mitchell Colonels, and then we'll have a free kick here for the Colonels.
Yeah, Ryland was evidently wanting to see how the ball felt. he was evidently missing how it felt or something. I don't know.
The volleyball home opener on Saturday. I don't think he'll play for the volleyball team, but maybe he was a little bit of a tryout.
Yeah, well, hey, we're going to palm it a little bit and see what happens.
Right. So here is now Casey Brewers for Pierre. His pass for Cole Peterson. And Peterson, against a couple defenders, never really got possession of it, so he couldn't make a pass attempt. But it'll be played back by Carnegie. High up again. This time jump from Aharts. And touch from Peter to Ershman. Up for now Peterson. And Peterson will try and turn, although it will be taken by the Colonels off of Thompson's foot, and now trying to get a long run, but that one will roll, and Flottmeyer will be the first one to get to it. He'll pass it over for Carson Aharts, a slow roller to him, where he'll gather up with some time and then pass up for Jeremy Carnegie with space.
Yeah, and that's, want to complete those passes, work it wide, work it back in, and then work it up the side and see what happens.
Aharts, that one got over to Peterson, whether it was from Aharts or not, and then Peterson kept having to take another step backwards. He could never get control of the ball, and it kept looked like he had a little
dancing on a hot plate.
I was going to say he was like square dancing back there, trying to get the ball back to his possession. Now Peterson has it again with a long run. That one just off of his foot. So now the Colonels back trying to go the other way. And that'll roll for Jeremy Carnegie, who will pass it back for Carson Aharts.
Yeah, I would like to say dancing on the hot plate. Cole was trying to get around that ball and looked like his feet was on fire. So, I've told Cole in the past when I've coached him, and it reigns true if you watch him play. Sometimes he gets those happy feet. He gets really going and needs to just slow down and settle the ball at his feet and do what he knows how to do.
Peterson with the header to it, but no one there for the Governors. Out towards midfield. Peter Thompson tried to get it over for Peterson, tried to touch it back for Ryland Derry. And now a couple of players tumble. Browers tried to step up, maybe try to fake out the Mitchell defender, but Mitchell still has it. And now an opportunity for the Colonels starting to move in, but Jeremy Carnegie is there. And played back for Flottmeyer.
And here's a quick counterattack. Get it off your feet.
Caden Morris, his pass. Derry started to try to get back on side, unable to, and it will be an offside call against Pierre. And so it'll be Derry thought maybe the pass was going to come just a little bit quicker from Morris, and it did not. So as Derry had to stop and then start again, thought maybe he was back on side and was not.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about at halftime there, and in the first half, that final piece right there, and that's exactly it. You know, you see the guy breaking, get the ball off your feet, and you don't need to take an extra dribble. Let the ball do the work. You don't need to do the work for the ball.
So as the Governors, the Colonels have it, the pass goes over and knocked down by Jeremy Carnegie. Browers, he'll turn and pass it back to Morris here on the sideline. His touch over for Derry. He settles, crosses to the far side for Ershman.
Good idea. Got it out of pressure, and then just a bad pass right there.
And Thompson will have to go back to play it and gives it back for Carson Aharts. Here it's now to the near side. Flottmeyer controls. Gets some space, moves around one defender. A pass over for Morris. He'll keep it from the first defender. Then his pass got blocked up. And then Morris gets pushed away from the ball. And now the Mitchell Colonels coming back in with the Branch. And then Jeremy Carnegie an opportunity to take the ball back away. Flottmeyer makes one move, but then Branch is there again. Back to the middle of the field where Aharts will take it. Ershman up for Peterson. Peterson controls his run on the far side. Across comes in, and it will come to the edge of the box, and it'll be run down, not able to be run down by the Governors. It rolls out of play. As
Cole had a great idea right there. Ryland was jogging, though. If it rounds on a full sprint like he has been other times, he's wide open there in the middle part of the field. So, you know, that's a great idea by Cole. You know, Ryland just needs to put a little more effort into it, and he has a wide open shot.
Here's Branch again for the Colonels. Back across midfield. Rose looking to maybe go chase it down, but the Governors, it'll roll off and out of Mitchell. And a throw here for Pierre with 30-40 left to go here in the second half. Again, the girls' game will follow this one. Spencer Taylor will check in here for the Governors. Pierre up 1-0. Cole Peterson scored with about 13:30 left to go in the first half. Derry tried to make one touch over the top of the defender, but Derry still has possession, and he'll move around the Mitchell defender and pass it down the sideline. Browers has a good run. He's got Peterson with him. Across to the top of the box, Peterson will try and control. He'll turn with it at the top and then take a long shot, and that one skips again right in front of Olerking to make the save. With the 11th shot by the Governors and now the 7th save of the game from Olerking.
Yeah, great ball by Ryland. Casey, another great ball in there, and got the ball into Cole, and Cole tried to make something out of it and just couldn't get it quite done. And, you know, let's do some more of that, and good things will happen.
Caden Morris trying to take it away for the Governors, although it's down the sideline, near sideline, rolls out for another throw. That run from Brennan Rose trying to get to it, but it will be controlled here for the Governors.
And that's, you know what, those don't hurt us. Let them keep kicking the ball out of bounds down here. You know, waste 30, 40 seconds of time as we're getting the ball back into play. It all helps.
The throw, though, goes off of Mitchell. Carnegie is there. That one will be played out for another throw. And rolls in the stands, or bounces in the stands. And now a throw here upcoming from Blake Peterson for Mitchell. That one goes played off of, see if it was played off of Pierre, and it was for a corner now for Mitchell. It'll be their second corner of the game.
Yeah, and just like in the first half when we talked about, we don't want to give up corners. You know, right now this is a corner kick into the wind, so if they get a floated ball, it's going to hang up in this wind and probably float back in towards the goal, and those are the dangerous kind. So need to make sure we're good on our marks, good and tight.
So from the near side, the corner is taken, comes towards the edge of the box, or it's in the middle of the box, and is headed away by the Governors and cleared away by Pierre. And right onto the foot of Derry. Now 2-on-2 And Derry a touch over for Peterson. Now it's a 2-on-1. Back to Derry, but it goes played behind him. And I think Peterson, he put his hands up to his head. He probably should have taken that one in himself and brought either the goalie or the other defender to him.
Yeah, I mean, 2v1 back there. Ryland made a great pass to him. Cole had a great idea, just a bad pass. So
here's Rose with a shot, and that one might have been off the glove of Carson Aharts to make the save. There's the most dangerous chance that Mitchell has had in this contest. Their first shot of the half, and the second save now from Aharts. And here's another corner from the near side.
Yep, and you can see the momentum is starting to shift, and we need to put a stop to this immediately or bad things are going to happen.
Here comes the cross in, and it will be played by Carson Aharts. Now he will throw it up for Ryland Derry. Again, the wind maybe brought that back a little bit. Derry will take it back away from the Colonels, although there's a battle, and Derry still will win the battle as the Colonels had the opportunity to come in, and then Derry's cross into the box, and it's knocked down by Oler King, and he will wait for Cole Peterson to get close to nearly take the ball away, and that was close there from Oler King. Maybe waited just a little bit too long to pick that ball up.
Yeah, Logan's looking for the referee to bail him out on his decision there, and you leave the ball on the ground. Someone quick like Cole, he's going to come in and challenge it, and if you can't look to the referee to bail you out when you make a decision like that.
At midfield, the Colonels will throw it in, and then a long throw that will be off from Carnegie, high in the box, headed back towards Carson Aharts, and because after I learned that from you last Thursday or Tuesday off the head, it will be easily played by Carson Aharts. Maybe last Thursday it was that now after it goes off the head of either the Governors, Carson Aharts can play it with the hands, and now Mitchell will push it through all the way across and out for a goal kick.
Yep, and Ryland lost control of it there. A little scuffle between him and number 25. I believe that's Wentz from Mitchell. And, getting a little chippy out there between some of the players. And, hey, that just shows Mitchell doesn't want to lose this game, and Pierre knows they need to win this game. And those are the kind of games, he'd like to see played. As
Peterson now at midfield. Up, and that goes off of Aharts, and it will go out of play for a throw from Mitchell. It's a little bit of a rival. I mean, it's still a rivalry game. Mitchell and Pierce still that rival, and you don't want to lose to your rival whenever it is, no matter what the record is for either team.
True that, and old ESD conference. Those things have been around for a long time out here, and a winless team versus a team that's in the middle of the pack. There's a lot of things out there for both teams.
At midfield. Here is Taylor to play it back across midfield. Comes back towards Taylor. Headed backwards. Carnegie off the chest. And then played back towards Derry, but it is knocked down for the Colonels. Then Morris had it and lost it back to Mitchell. And that one will take a couple of high bounces, and it rolls into the box for Carson Aharts to grab, where no Mitchell Colonel was anywhere close in the vicinity. 25 minutes to go here in the first game of our doubleheader. The girls will play the second game upcoming at 6 o'clock. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. The pass goes over for Taylor on the far side. Try to bring it up, but then Mitchell is there, and it goes out for a throw for the Pierre right at midfield.
Yeah, and Cole needs to make a different run. He keeps making that same run up the side. Make a run towards the middle of the diagonal there and let Ryland come in behind him so it's not a straight ball that Cole's having to turn around to see if it's coming. Make a diagonal run and take that defender out of that space, and then let Ryland run into it, or vice versa, whichever. But the straight runs, they haven't been effective. We need to make them more angled.
So here's a throw for the Governors off the chest of Ryland Derry. And it comes back here for Derry, and he'll try and push one in. And again, maybe the wind, maybe looking to go to Cole Peterson, but the wind might have been a factor as it's blowing from the top of your dial to the bottom of your dial here across the field. And a couple of players battle, and it's won by the Colonels. There's two players there to slide tackle and take the ball away. One of the Mitchell players is still down right now, but Casey Browers will have the ball here for Pierre.
Down the line.
And now Browers back towards the middle of the field. Knocked down by Aharts. They'll pass it back for Browers. And now Browers will try and get it across to Peterson. Peterson Trying to play it forward for Derry, maybe just a little bit offline, or maybe he's trying to play it forward for himself. And now we'll have a foul committed by Mitchell, and it'll be a free kick here for Pierre just past the just behind midfield as they work the ball from right to left.
Yep, and slow it down. Let's get our numbers forward. Let's get our shape right. Find some gaps. If they're going to play all the way back, play in this gap right here between the 40 and the 25. Or look at Spencer out there all by himself.
This one will come in to the top of the box. One hop. Derry will play it. Goes outside the box here on the near side. Derry still has an opportunity, and then cleared by Mitchell. Actually, not really cleared, just out of play. And it'll be a goal kick, or a corner kick here for the Governors. Their first one of the second half from the near side upcoming and Derry will take it.
Yeah, Ryland's starting to look a little frustrated out there. He's thinking the referee owes him a call or two with these guys getting handsy with him.
And the corner goes across. Out now Taylor with the left foot. Misplayed it, but it goes back for Derry here on the near side again. And so now Derry will try and cross it back into the box. Missed by both Browers and Peterson. And then it's out by the Colonels. And they'll get out of the attacking third from Pierre. And then back towards midfield, where again the Colonels down 1-0. Just one shot difference between these two teams as we have nearly played half of this second half. 22 minutes to play in regulation. I guess in the game there is no overtime if we get to it. We saw that on Tuesday. Peterson in the pass. Derry, he gets knocked down. He is holding his right ankle now. And it'll be a throw here for Mitchell. I don't know if maybe the Colonel player had stepped on the ankle of Derry.
Yeah, he was kicking him the whole way down there, and that's part of what Ryland's been complaining about. These guys are just constantly kicking at his ankles, and unfortunately with the center referee there, he's not going to call it. Unfortunately there's a little bit of past history there that I fully believe is coming into play with this, but there's been a couple of them in there where Ryland's getting just hacked, and he's not giving them the benefit.
Derry now a pass in for Peterson. Peterson with a hard shot, and a save is made by Olerking. Comes back for Derry, and then will be cleared back out to the top of the box. A shot gets knocked down, looking for a handball called. Peter Topty was looking for a handball, did not get one. Back for Morris, and now Morris off of the Mitchell player, and Aharts along with Peterson sealing off the defender. Peterson still has possession for the Governors. At the edge of the attacking third, his pass blocked up, but the Governors still have possession again. 8 saves now for Olerking. Peterson will cross it into the box. Derry had a touch off the right foot, but it goes wide, and it'll go out of play for a goal kick.
And obviously the Pierre boys have turned up the pressure here a little bit. 4 or 5 opportunities here in just the last about 90 seconds, and I don't know what switched on out there, but something obviously switched on there for about 90 seconds, and that's good to see. Can we continue to do that now?
Right. Yeah. You like the 90-second spurts, but you like to turn that into 80 minutes and not just 90 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, start out with 90 seconds. That's fine.
Right.
Let's make it 5 minutes then, and then let's carry it on. Yep. And before you know it, all of a sudden, a full game.
As Olerking had the goal kick, but then they called it back because of sub. So his second goal kick goes out towards midfield. Tapped it in a good pass from Ryland Derry, just not enough on it to get over to Spencer Taylor. And then the Governors will get a piece. Aharts now over for Peterson, trying to get that one extra touch over for Derry, but played behind him. And now Mitchell will go back, trying to go the other way. This will be a roll towards the box. It will come in, and Mitchell's got a chance. They shoot, and they score their first goal of the season. Jeremy Knigge and Carson Aharts had miscommunication, and Mitchell ties it up at 1 here with 19:28 to play in the second half.
Yep, and that's just unfortunately just bad defending. There's no excuse for that. Jeremy and Carson didn't talk to each other. Jeremy gave up on it.
So I'm trying to see the number who it was that got the goal for the Colonels, but it is a 1-1 tie now with 19:28. So with less than 20 minutes, the Governors have some work to try and retake the lead again. As they let it 1-0 with a Cole Peterson goal, but Mitchell has just tied up their first goal of the season. And now you cannot let down and give up another goal. It was Caleb Hubbard that scored for the Colonels. And now the Mitchell Colonels back to the attacking third and in it towards this side of the box. It'll roll all the way to the sideline, does not go out of play. And they will say, well, maybe offside was the call, so it'll be a free kick here for the Governors.
I think they called it out of bounds, so it's a goal kick there. And, yeah, you know what? That 90 seconds turned into 60 seconds for the other team, and we got punished for it. And, you know, this right here, this is where Pierre needs to figure it out. You know, you got to figure it out. What kind of soccer do you want to play and start playing it? And, you know, you just need to clean it up and be better. So
the Governors, again, tied 1-1 here in the second half. Spencer Taylor goes off of him last, so it'll be a throw here for the Mitchell Colonels. And, again, this is danger territory now here for Pierre. Now it's a tie game, 18-10 left to go. The Colonels just tied it up. You don't want to tie, but you also don't want to force yourself into making a bad play to allow Mitchell to have another attack and maybe an odd man opportunity, or a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 going the other way to even take the lead from you. Here's Morris, a pass up. Here's Peterson, and it just goes off the front of his foot, his front foot off the back of that front foot, and it was played back here for Pierre. Now Peterson has it again. He'll try and move around the defender. He does. He'll play it into the box, and now Peterson is in. A pass for Derry. He scores!
Finally, the two of them finally got on the same page, and that is what the two of them can do if they will just do it every time they go down the field. Look for each other and work with each other, and they can be deadly.
Or are they going to call offside?
Oh, no.
It is offside that they call against the Governors.
Oh, man.
So they don't get the goal, and it goes offside. Peterson, his pass almost looked like it went backwards to Derry. And it remains 1-1 with 17:05 left to go. And now as quickly as the Governors had that momentum, they can't let that be frustration for them and try and score once again.
They did it once. They can do it again. They just got to, keep your heads and get back into it.
So offside was the call against the Governors after on the goal score. This one will be offside against Mitchell. And it will be a free kick here for the Governors. First time that Mitchell has been called for an offside against them here this afternoon. Well, we were 2-1. I mean, it wasn't even that close to being 2-1. It was 2-1, but it was called back on an offside against Pierre. And now here is Derry again up for Peterson. He's onside to the box. Peterson with a shot. He scores! This time it's onside. The Governors take a 2-1 lead.
And look where that ball was. What did we talk about? It was over to that angle, that corner over there, which is where if you can get it over there. That was a great pass by Ryland, great finish by Cole, and that's what we need. Like I said, if those two can work together, they're going to be tough to beat.
Oler King is still down right now. Either he might have taken an inadvertent foot up high as Peterson kicked it with the right foot, and now we will have the trainer come out and check out on Oler King. The clock is stopped with 16:21 left to go. But, Chris, like you said, and we'll go back to that as they are going to look at the goalkeeper right now, Oler King. But you said the pass was not a straight line pass. It was off to the side where Oler King really couldn't take an angle to it. And Peterson had an open net. Oler King made himself look big, but he was able to find the back of the net with a really hard shot.
And, it's not even necessarily he took a bad angle. He took the right angle, but when you play it straight up, it's a straight ball to him where he can close it down faster. When it's a ball going away from him, it's a 50-50 ball, and you know what? Cole's fast.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to get into a foot race with someone, between the two of them, I'm putting my money on Cole, and that's the ball. Like we said at the very early in the first half, I said we need to place the balls to the corners of the 18-yard box where he can't get to him that easy. And when you get there, you're going to have those opportunities. And the one that got called back was a ball out wide over there, and Cole brought it in. That one, ball out wide out there. And those are going to be there all day. We just need to take advantage of them.
As Oler King will be back to his feet, and they're continuing to check him out and see if he's okay. And the danger, it's not an easy position to play as a goalkeeper. And you come out like that trying to make a save, and that's what you're taught to do. There's that possibility of an inadvertent foot. You could take the foot and get kicked basically from that shot. He's actually going to go onto the gator, and so he'll have to be replaced. A new goalie will come in, and he'll continue to get checked out. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Maybe if he got hit in the head, concussion protocol, and make sure he passed the test so he can come back in. And And for everybody, and for Pierre and for Mitchell, you like to see as they'll probably even have the JV goalie now come out. And so Malachi Branch will be the goalkeeper, and actually he was playing out as a position player. But again, you hope that maybe Olerking can come back into this game, if not cautiously keep him out, but be able to return in the next game for the Mitchell Colonels.
And Malachi coming in, former Pierre player who grew up playing for our local rec organization and a club, and moved out to Mitchell years ago and has come up. And it's good to see him still playing soccer. I remember coaching him when he was a little guy, and it's fun seeing him out there. But now here you go, you got the backup keeper in, and you got a 2-1 lead. Not time to stop.
Yeah, 16:21 left to go, and you don't want to get too defensive here. We keep staying on the offense and force Branch to make a maybe early save. Maybe not so much an easy one, but make him start moving quickly into this contest. As the Colonels, that one a pass. They had a player for Mitchell fall to the turf, and now we'll have a whistle, and it will be a free kick here for Pierre.
Yeah, he didn't fall to the turf. Kane Thompson helped him, and that's why the AR over here was screaming his flag. And, Tim didn't see it, didn't want to listen to his AR, and let it play. And, when I said about 10 minutes ago the ball was starting to get a little chippy out there, here you go.
Here's Ryland Derry now with it at the sideline. From the sideline across to the back post, headed by Peterson, and it will be grabbed by Branch. As Browers was in the box along with Peterson, but just couldn't get the angle from Peterson over to Branch, to Browers, and Branch took it.
And Branch has been playing a lot of this game back there on defense for him as a defensive mid or playing back towards the defensive end. So they're going to be a little bit out of sorts right now. This is going to be a great chance for Ryland and Cole to get in behind them there and continue what they, 2 goals, one of them called back. Let's get a third one. Let's make sure it's not called back.
15 minutes to play. This one will roll into the box. Carnegie trying to force the defender out. It's on the sideline to the goal line, and it will go out of play, and it will be a goal kick here for the Governors. That was a dangerous opportunity for Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jeremy Carnegie's thinking right now, but he needs to clear his head and get it back into the game here of what their game plan is and what they're doing, because that's 2 opportunities now that we didn't need to give.
So here's a pass at midfield as now Morris, a pass over. Taylor nearly lost it. They'll return, get it back for the Governors. And here is Peter Tomte to the near side for Flottmeyer. A lot of space here for Flottmeyer. His pass, trying to lead Blanchette, but Blanchette thought maybe it was going for Browers, who was farther down the field, and it will go out for a throw now for Pierre. And it will be Flottmeyer to take it for the Governors with 14 minutes to play here in the second half. 2-1 lead for the Governors. Ryland Derry comes all the way back. He'll pass it back for Carson Aharts. Almost had another missed up there. And then...
well, at least you're getting the right family.
That's right. Yeah, at least, keep it in the family. If I'm going to mess it up, at least I keep it in the family. Spencer Taylor on the far side. Trying to lead one up for Peterson. Just outside the box. Into the box. A shot goes off of the goalkeeper Branch, and it rolls all the way out to the near side where it's played out, and it'd be a throw for the Governors, and a real dangerous look there for the Governors again.
Yep, and that goalie mistake and a backup goalie who's not used to playing. I haven't seen any of their other games, but I'm assuming he probably hasn't played much for the varsity with Logan out there, so let's take advantage of these mistakes.
Here is Derry. He'll faked his first cross attempt. Now he'll carry it to the side. His shot just barely goes over the crossbar and ends up going over the crossbar, and it was touched by Mitchell. So it'll be a corner here for Pierre. The 15th shot of the game for the Governors, and now the 6th corner upcoming for the far side.
And Brown's going to take it over there on the left foot. So Brown's going to give an in-swinging corner kick. Great chance. He's going to put it right in there on that 6, or knowing Ryland, he might try to bend it in on the back corner. So just need to take advantage of this.
So here is Derry. His kick goes back for Carnegie. And I'm not sure if that one might have been rolled with the hand. And it will be a free kick here. That was there was a foot, and then there was a hand to kind of push it farther along.
He was batting the ball to see what he could do with it.
They call that also a carry in basketball.
Well, yeah. No,
so either way, it was a turnover. If whatever sport you're playing, it's a turnover. And it's now a free kick for the Governors from the 20-yard line. And on the free kick, that's a shot that was labeled toward the far post in the corner, but it goes wide. Peter Thompson trying to get his first of the season. And it will be a goal kick here for Branch.
Good attempt by Peter. Ryland decided to let Peter take it there, and it was a good attempt, just wide. But again, those attempts right there, we need to put those on frame. Make the keeper work at it, especially a backup keeper. Put it on frame. See what he's got.
So it will be a defender here for the Colonels to take the free kick. Blanchette played it down the head as Derry with it. Derry getting up to the top of the box with a high shot again. That one goes just high and wide. It'll be a goal kick again for Mitchell. Pierre has turned things up here a little bit with now 8 shots in this second half. 9 shots in the first half, 8 here in the second, 17-4 in favor of shots for Pierre. And a 2-1 lead for the Governors with now under 11 minutes to play here in the second half. As the pass now for Caden Morris. Played back at midfield. Thompson up for Peterson at the sideline, able to hold it in. Peterson makes a move around the defender. Now he gets to the top of the box. A pass in. There's a shot, and they score. And Derry puts it in with the right foot to make it 3-1.
That's the makeup for the one that got called offsides there. So great job, Cole Peterson, breaking the ball, breaking the guy down out wide, and then great vision. I know I'm probably a little bit hard on Cole and Ryland about playing up front up there, and right there, great job on Cole's part to have the vision, and Ryland delayed his run and got a right-footed goal. We always challenge him to use his right foot, and that's a second right-footed goal like that this year. And
a good shot right over the top of the underneath the crossbar, and it's a 3-1 lead now for Pierre. 2 goals from Peterson and a goal from Derry. Oh, by the way, the 3 assists, 2 from Derry and 1 from Peterson on those assists.
Hey, the 2 of them are connecting, and that's good for us when they do that. We just need to, again, keep that up and keep figuring out how to connect instead of trying to do it all by ourselves. And when they work off of each other and work hard for each other, they're 3 times as deadly as what they are by themselves.
And now here's Blanchette in. Over now for Browers at the top of the box. His shot now got blocked by the Mitchell defender, and it goes out for another corner. And the 7th corner upcoming of the game for Pierre. Now 19 shots, 10 in the second half for the Governors, and another opportunity to maybe make it 4-1 here for the Governors.
Stephen Blanchette and Casey Browers both thinking, hey, I want in on this.
That corner in, headed towards the goal, and a save made from Branch. His now second save since he has entered the game. And a still 3-1 lead for Pierre, but there is under 9:30 left to go in this second half. The Governors are looking for their 4th win of the season. They're 0-1-1 their last 2 after winning 7-2 against the Sturgis Scoopers last week Thursday. And now an opportunity to win one here against Mitchell. There's not a whole lot of road games left to go in this season. There are just 2 road games left after tonight. They'll both be back-to-back against Brandon Valley and Brookings. And then the rest are at home. The rest of the 6 games are at home, or the rest of the 4 of the 6 are at home. Here's a pass in.
Great ball from Devin Flotmeyer.
And again, the wind might have held that up just enough where it couldn't get to Peterson, but a good look there from Flotmeyer to Peterson.
Yeah, Devin picked his head up. Exactly what happened, and there again, away from the play. Little extra action.
And a foul called from on Mitchell, and a free kick here for the Governors as they're still controlling this. 8:23 left to go. Peterson across, comes in, high up. Is it going to go out of play? And it will take one hop and out for now another corner for the Governors. 8th of the game upcoming here for Pierre.
Yeah, Brown's going to head over there and take it. The last corner kick we took wasn't too impressive. Let's see if we can put a little better something into this and test the keeper. Put it in there and test him. He's the backup keeper for a reason.
7:55 left to go. This one comes in Off of Branch, there's a shot attempt that was missed. Another chance from Ershman that got blocked up by Mitchell. And then it will be cleared out by the Colonels, although Derry was able to step up and keep it on the goal line, not out of play. And then it was finally knocked out off of the Colonels, and a throw upcoming here for Pierre.
Exactly what we were talking about. Put the ball in the mixture and test them out and see what happens.
That one will come in, takes one bounce into Branch, we're able to make the save. And Pierre's really come on strong, trying to get a couple of dangerous looks. But now with about 7:15 to go in this second half, Pierre is taking it to after that offside call against Pierre when they took a 2-1 lead. There's two ways that game could have gone. This game could have gone, and Pierre chose the right option by using that to their advantage. Although it was still a 1-1 game, they used it as motivation to score these last two goals and has really dominated since then. It could have easily went the other way for Mitchell to let the frustration for Pierre boil over, and then Mitchell take control of the game.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a couple options out there, and the only option to me as a coach and as a former player, you start showing some of that frustration in your play. You start playing a little bit more aggressive, and they've been doing that, which is great to see.
Here's Flottmeyer with a lot of space here on the near side. Passes it back to Carnegie with 6.5 to play here in the second half. Pierre leads it 3-1. Looking for that fourth win of the season. There'll be a throw now for Mitchell on the far side. Again, they will not play until next week, Thursday, at home against Harrisburg. We'll have the game for you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. As that one will be played back to Jeremy Carnegie. This will be probably one of the longest breaks that the Pierre will have the rest of the way. With 13 games on the schedule, this is game number 7 for them. And they'll have a full week off before they play again on Thursday against Harrisburg. And then they're playing just about every 3 to 4 days, if not every other day from here on out.
Yeah, I think we've got a good between games now. From now going forward, I think we've got a nice little flow going. This phonetic pace that we've been on, for the past week here is really, you can see it taking a toll on them. And it'd be nice to get a little break in there, get a little practice, get a little rest time, healing time, and get ready for Harrisburg.
Yeah, when you play 4 games and it's from Thursday to Thursday, you're playing 4 games. That can, especially with 3 of those on the road, appears offside. Had a good run there from Peterson, but it wasn't an offside call. But 4 games from Thursday to Thursday. That wears you out pretty quickly, especially, again, 3 of those 4 games have been on the road.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 have been on the road. It's been both sides of the state.
An hour delay in Sturgis.
Yeah, it's been some late nights, and of course, you can't not do your homework, so you got homework on top of that for these guys. There's a lot of stress that's been in these last week here, and it's good to see them finishing it off here with a W. And now let's finish this off and then get ready for Harrisburg.
A longer weekend, the Labor Day weekend coming up here for all these schools, as a foul was committed by Ryland Derry. So at midfield, Mitchell will get a free kick with 4:30 to go. If they're going to try and get a tie out of this, they've got to really move things quickly, and could open up a couple more chances for the Governors if they elect to try and really push towards towards that right side of your radio dial.
Yeah, right now they got nothing to lose, so they're going to push numbers forward. So this is the chance to get a couple easy goals as well.
This one comes in. Jeremy Carnegie will play it out to the far side. Takes one hop, will stay in play, and it will be played out for a throw now. And a good play from that all the way at the sideline was that Browers that had Browers was able to clear it at the goal line and off to the sideline for just a throw for the Colonels.
Yep, and that's important. We don't need to give up corner kicks. Their corner kicks haven't been bad. So let's get a throw in. Now let's get a goal kick, and let's get the ball at the other end for the next 3 minutes.
Carson Ayers goes quickly with that goal kick. Peter Tomte a pass, nearly intercepted. Now Tomte again will get it back. He'll step through a couple of different Mitchell Colonel defenders, and then it'll be played back here for the Governors at midfield for Mitchell at 3:15 to go here in the second half. 3-1 lead for the Governors. Peterson and Derry here in the second half. Peterson's got 2 of the 3 for Pierre. Derry's got 2 assists on both of those Peterson goals. That will be played out for another goal kick for Carson Neyharts. Or are they going to say it's going to be a corner
looks like
kick?
a throw in over on the side.
Okay. Well, it looked like To me, it looked like it went well out of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty far away from where I'm at, so my vision's not good enough. There's a shot that will go wide from Mitchell, and it will be a goal kick. Just the second shot of the half for the Mitchell Colonels. Their other one went in to tie the game up, but just the second shot for Mitchell. Back at midfield, just underneath the feet of Cole Peterson. That'll be played again here for the Mitchell Colonels.
Yep, 2:20 left. Again, no reason for this ball to come back down here. Let's keep it on our half, possess it, do what we need, take the air out of the game, so to speak, and just finish this off.
Morris for Peterson. That one was played, though, by Mitchell. Up and over the defender of Blanchette. But it's played back. Flotmeyer high with the left foot. Headed down by Mitchell, and it'll roll all the way out of play for a throw here for Pierre. With under 2 left to go in the second half. Governors will improve to 4-2-1 in the season before they take on Harrisburg next Thursday at home. Again, just 2 road matches left. They'll be back-to-back between Brandon Valley and Brookings. And after that, everything will be played at home. And you're hoping that at least the first round playoff game will be played at home as well. Pass to the near side for Peterson at the sideline. That one does roll out, so it will be a throw. Peterson looked over at the referees, trying to say that was not the case, and then a missed throw. Maybe the ball was a little wet there for number 19, Blake Peterson, to throw it in. And now Devin Flotmeyer will pass it back to Jeremy Knigge. Over now for Browers, who touches it along for Peterson. And now Peterson with a long run. He comes into the corner of the box. Peterson still with it. His pass over. A shot from Blanchette goes off the right foot, and it goes wide to the right, trying to make it a 4-1 game, trying to label it for the far post.
Yep, good idea. Cole got him beat down the sideline, and that's been there all game for him. Get it down the sideline, and you know what? Blanchette made a great run down the middle, and then Ryland was filling him in on the backside, so there was 2 options there. And Blanchette tried to take the shot, which wasn't a bad idea. Now let's get it back down there and take one more before the game's over.
Yeah, under 30 seconds left to go. The free kick from Mitchell goes all the way down. Carson Aharts grabs it and then falls on top of it to waste just a little bit more time here with just 18 seconds left to go. As the Governors tied 1-1 with less than the second half to go. Here's Peterson in. He's onside. He's in the box. Peterson is in. His shot. Give another hat trick for Cole Peterson. 3 goals in the game for Peterson. His 3rd hat trick of the season. And a 4-1 lead for Pierre.
Another assist to Ryland. The two of them have hooked up this entire game.
With just 5 seconds left to go, Pierce said, let's get one more. And that's exactly what they did. Peterson, his 3rd of the game, 3rd assist from Ryland Dairy. 4 points for both sides. 3 goals and an assist for Peterson. 1 goal, 3 assists for Dairy. And a 4-1 lead for Pierre. And that's how this game's going to come to an end. And hey, you feel even better about this game after your score with 5 seconds left to go.
Well, it was a good way to finish a game. You played to the last second. That's what I've always told my teams, and they did right there. So, great job.
So with 5 seconds left to go, one last heave here for Mitchell, and it will be wide of the net, and it will be the signal to end of the game, and the Pierre Governors will win it 4-1 over the Mitchell Colonels. 3 goals from Cole Peterson, 3 assists from Ryland Dairy. They assist each other, or Peterson assists Dairy on his lone goal, and it's a 4-1 win for the Pierre Governors. We'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back with the postgame. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish the Pierre Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork, and provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First, United Methodist Church.
When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wegner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wegner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WegnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WegnerAuto.com or stop by Wegner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heat-A-Later fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heat-A-Later fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heat-A-Later Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
As we welcome you back here to Joe Quintal Field as we are through the first game of the day as the Pierre Governor boys, they beat the Mitchell Colonels 4-1. 3 goals for Cole Peterson, Ryland Derry with the other goal, 3 assists for Ryland Derry, and Peterson with the other assist to win it 4-1 for the Governors. Things got a little scary there for the Governors in the second half. They led 1-0 after the first. Peterson scored with about 13 minutes to go in the first half. However, in the second half, it was Hubbard that scored for Mitchell to tie the game up with 19:28 to go. So they had less than that half of that second half to go. But the Governors were able to score 3 times, 2 from Peterson and 1 from Derry. They had that second goal to take the lead. It was called back from an offside. That's where the game changed, and the Governors then really took over after that.
Yeah, that offsides call was, in the moment, was horrible. But in the long run, was a motivator. And it's really good to see a team take something like that, and instead of letting it twist them off path, it seemed to kind of like straighten out the ship and right the ship, so to speak. And from that point forward, it was, guns a-blazing, ears pinned back, and off we go.
And those are the signs that you want to see from if you're a good team, you're going to see those signs. You're not if you're not a good team, that's going to go the opposite way for you. You're not going to end up either it's going to be a tie, you're going to end up losing the game because you get frustrated and your play shows that you're frustrated in the wrong way. The Governors use, like you said, use it as a motivator, and that's a sign of a good team. When things don't go your way, when you think it should be, you find a way to make it even better for you.
Yeah, it was good. They needed to do that to go forward, get past that moment. It was kind of a little back and forth before that, and it was ugly, so to speak. And they got a moment, a glimpse of good stuff, and it got taken away from them. And it fired them up, and they finished out the game the right way. Unfortunately, we did give up a goal. I'd still like to see a clean sheet, especially against this team, but we didn't get it. But you know what? Got a week to practice, a week to fix a few things, look at some film, figure out what we need to do, and then use that to get ready for Harrisburg. Because I can tell you right now, knowing Harrisburg, knowing the coach Amber Bryden, knowing what they have coming, I guarantee she's been watching this game. I know Amber, she's watching. So she's been watching the last couple, and she's going to put together a good game plan. So the boys need to be ready for that. And let's, again, they're below us in the power points. Take advantage of that. We should win those games.
The Governors, again, they'll be off for a week now. Next Thursday, they'll play again against Harrisburg. 4-1 win here today for the boys. The girls are coming up here with a 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll return with that here shortly. Chris, again, I appreciate you coming up here and joining me in the booth. And looking forward to talking to you again next Thursday when the boys will play the Harrisburg Tigers.
I look forward to it, too. And good luck to the girls in the next game. Same thing for them. This is a game they need to win. Get those power points. Keep those power points. You keep the teams below you. You should win those games all the time. And, we hope the commentary up here for Mendel is as good.
Yeah, Mendel Miller will join me here shortly. The Pierre Governors, the boys win 4-1. We'll return with the girls game. We'll get we'll get that going pregame here in just a moment. If you're watching the broadcast on YouTube, we will end the broadcast here in just a minute. We'll come back with that here just before kickoff with the girls game on YouTube at KCCR Sports. We'll step aside for 4 minutes. Come back with more of the pregame now for Pierre and Mitchell. You're listening to Pierre Governor Soccer here on KCCR and on